What's up, everybody? I'm recording this video on the evening of Christmas Eve, so more than likely this will probably be a video that you see on Christmas Day. So hope everybody is having a great Christmas, whether you're with family or friends, or you just decide to chill alone, whatever your situation may be. I just hope that you are enjoying the holiday. Now, I'm gonna let you know right up front that this is going to be a pretty random video. I do have a couple of things that were sent to me by viewers, but I'm going to start off with, like I said, it's going to be a little bit random because, well, for one thing, I got something that was unexpected because I actually forgot about this. This was a delivery from Entertainment Earth. I got this Rick and Morty vinyl 2-pack featuring Rick and Unity. Now, if you know the series, then you get the reference to the particular episode that this comes from. Take a look at the back here. Of course, you see images directly from that episode. But yeah, I actually forgot that this vinyl 2-pack was on the way because I got the other one that was released pretty much alongside with it, the one that featured Scary Terry and SEAL Team Rick. I got that one a good while ago, and it took Entertainment Earth, weeks afterwards, really months afterwards, to send this one my way. And basically, and I'm going to go ahead and get these out while I continue speaking here. Basically, this is something that is happening with Entertainment Earth, as well as some smaller companies, small online retailers, also even small shops as well. It's taking them longer to get the figures that they order. And I've heard from some people that actually own businesses, talking about this and how aggravating it is, and they're having people cancel pre-orders and things like that. And I'm sure it is frustrating. Because, of course, Funko being a business, I mean, they're going to take care of the larger retailers first. Which I understand that, but it does put the smaller businesses in a tough situation. And I almost started to do a video talking about that situation because, I mean, I definitely feel for the smaller companies. And by the way, these do each come with a stand. I do feel for them, but at the same time, though, some of these smaller retailers are not handling the situation in the best way, in my opinion. So I see both sides of it. Yes, I understand it's tough for them that Funko keeps pushing back their orders, but at the same time, though, they need to relay this information to their customers better than some companies are doing. I've heard a lot of people complaining, including some of my friends of mine, about orders that they never received, that just straight up disappeared. No word from the company or anything. No mention of delay, or maybe they mentioned a delay and then they didn't follow up on it. And sometimes people contact these companies, they don't hear back from them. So it's tough for me to try to stand up for the smaller companies when a lot of the smaller companies aren't handling the situation properly. So that's really all I'm going to say about that situation. I don't want to get too deep in that because I honestly don't know all the business side of it, but it's just unfortunate all the way around. Now, the figure here, I got to say right away, I like the vinyl 2-packs, but in general, the paint jobs could be better. And I know that's kind of an issue with Pops in general, but especially with the vinyl figures, I tend to see things like this. You see back here, this like metal clip I guess she has in her hair. You can see the bleeding of the paint around it. And yeah, that should just be cleaner to me there. I do like her glasses, the way they decide to do them. She doesn't actually have, the piece coming over to her ears there. But, it works though. And it actually does have, there actually is, some plastic in there for the frames. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool overall. I do like the coloring of it, and I really like the way that they do the bodies for the vinyl 2-packs. It's very cartoonish. I think that works really well, but yeah, I just wish the paint jobs were more on point. Then, of course, we have Rick here. He's got his bottle there. It's always funny to me with, this is a classic cartoon thing, the bottle with the X's on it there. Yeah, I guess representing that it's poisonous. Basically, that it's not, well, not literally poisonous, but definitely something you shouldn't be indulging in too much. He's got the spit around his mouth, or the vomit around his mouth, which is a common thing for the character. The gun belts there, which of course with the bodies of the vinyl figures, this is just paint apps there. Yeah, that mustache is crazy. I guess it's like a handlebar mustache, but it's almost like more like Fu Manchu mustache. It's so long off of his face there. Sombrero's pretty colorful. Obviously it's going to be kind of plain on the top, but yeah, around the rim here, the sombrero, very colorful looking. So again, cool figure. I like the colors to it. The paint job on this one I would say is better. Still a little bit of bleeding around the edges, but nothing too major though. And it's funny because I was looking back, once this arrived, I decided to go and check out my Rick and Morty collection, and I was really making room, getting it ready for, you know, a place for these basically. And I realized I really do have more Rick and Morty figures than I even realized, and there's been a lot of them that I passed up. And then I became a fan of the series kind of late. So there were some things I missed out on, like the Buff Rick and Summer 2-pack is still a grail of mine that I hope to get one day, but the value is up on it at this point. But I still hope to lock that down one day. But yeah, my Rick and Morty collection is a little more extensive than I realized, and there's still some pops I want to add to it. Something else that comes to my mind is like Rick with the face hugger. I definitely want to get that eventually, and the value is low on that, so I know I could pick that up pretty easy at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna have to keep making some more room for you know, my Rick and Morty figures, because I'm definitely a fan of the series. I like the vinyl 2-packs overall, you know, and like I said, it's just unfortunate it took so long for this one to show up. It took so long that I literally did forget about it. I'm gonna keep things moving here though with a delivery I was expecting, and I've actually had this for, I don't know, a couple of days. It's been here for a while, and I was hoping that I would get another item from Funko's 12 Days of Christmas as well, but it has not shown up yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and share these here. So I have here the Spastic Plastic Pops of Flaky and Igor Elf. Now some people have been asking me, you know, if I got anything for Funko's 12 Days of Christmas, so I did get these figures here, mainly because I wanted Flaky, and I'll get him out of the box first here. I'll show you all the box first though, but yeah, these items definitely, you know, these figures here definitely caught my attention. And I also ordered Betty Boop. Betty Boop has not arrived yet. That's the one I was hoping would be here, you know, in time for this video, because I had a feeling I might end up doing a video either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. But yeah, so I was really hoping that she would be here by now. Hasn't shown up yet, so oh well, you know, she'll be here after the holiday. I also got the Care Bear, but I got that only in case a friend needed it, but she was able to lock it down, so I ended up trading that one away already. And there were other figures I was interested in, but honestly my money got kind of tight, so I just had to be careful, you know. And some of those figures that I missed, I may try to get them later on, like Pillsbury Doughboy. That is one I wanted to see Funko make, and I missed out on it, so I could see going back and trying to get that one. The Red Chrome Batman, not so much. Not really. I was iffy on that. I was kind of back and forth. I did try for it, but it went in no time, and I really was not upset when it did, because I was like, I don't really need that. You know, I like the Black Chrome Batman that I have. I plan on getting the gold one. And, you know, if the purple one pans out to be true, I'm going to get that as well. And I do have the orange chrome Batman already, so I'm not really sweating that. I really do like the look of Flaky here, by the way, and that he has a mallet behind his back. That's why I always say you got to get pops out and really take a good look at them, you know, to see all the cool details to them. Again, got to say it, even though it's the same video, but yeah, again, with the paint job on the Funko item, you see here some bleeding around the hat. That could be a little bit better, but you know, overall, this is a very cool looking figure. I'm really happy with it. And check out the bottom there. This is definitely different from a pop figure. You can see that, you know, it's hollow here. One problem I had last year is the box for one of my figures came a little bit, you know, creased. It wasn't like completely damaged, but it was a little disappointing. This year, though, was even worse. Check out here, you know, the Igor Elf, and I'm not even sure how well it'll pick up on camera, but this box has a lot of creasing on it, especially up in here. It's really creased bad. Like I said, I don't know how well that picks up, but it's creased really bad up in here. It's creased on the top. It almost looks like it was like grabbed like that really roughly or something. But then there's also creasing down here, and it actually almost looks like again, I don't know how well it picks up on camera, but there's like these like steady creases here. It's almost like the box wasn't even produced correctly or something. And there's a bulge and a crease over here on the side as well. So again, it may not pick up super well on camera, but in overall, like, I'm not really happy with the box here. It should have been better. And I'm not even nitpicky about boxes the way that I used to be, but still, this one definitely should have been handled better. So I don't know what in the world happened. The pop itself is pretty cool. You know, I'll give them credit on that. I do like the design of it. Of course, he has a big hump on his back because, you know, this is Igor after all. I like the present there shaped like a coffin and these long, creepy fingers there. The paint job is pretty solid as well, but he's a rough looking character, so I think they could get away with the, you know, even if the paint job was rough, I mean, they could get away with it more with this one, you know. So yeah, like I said, I do like the design of it. It's pretty cool overall. And again, I do have Betty Boop on the way, so that will be another 12 Days of Christmas item that I'll have. And then surprisingly, the main figure that ended up standing out to me was Chili Willy, and I didn't initially really want that, but I've actually already worked out a trade, so I'm gonna have Chili Willy in my collection soon enough. And I like the way that knick-knack turned out as well, and that's one that I might try to track down eventually. But yeah, overall, I think Funko did a good job with the 12 Days of Christmas. I know some people had mixed feelings about it, but I think it was pretty solid overall. And like I said, you know, some of the pops that I didn't get initially, I may try to add to my collection. We're gonna go ahead and get into some viewer mail here. And actually, this first piece of mail, this is a card that came from a fellow YouTuber, Ellen Hurst, which if you're not familiar with her channel, I will link it down below. I do want you to check out her channel. She's a very avid Disney fan. A lot of her videos focus on Disney, and she's pretty new to pop collecting. She hasn't been at it very long. Very excited, you know, very into collecting right now. I like to see somebody that's, you know, fresh with collecting and they're not jaded the way that, you know, some collectors can be after collecting for a while. She's just really enjoying the hobby and, you know, grabbing up at, you know, her Disney figures and everything. So yeah, like I said, definitely check out Ellen's channel if you're not familiar with her. I will link it down below. And the card that she sent here, I think she she had these specially made and sent them out to a couple of YouTubers, but I'm glad that I got one as well. It says, "Have a furry Merry Christmas. Much love, Zach, Ellen, Jesse, and Hoosier." Okay, you see, of course, the dogs there looking very cute and looking very obedient as well. Like my dog Radcliffe, I have no idea if I could get him to really stand still for a photo like that. Most of the time when I finally manage to get him in a picture is when he decides to finally lay down. But just sitting like that for a picture, nah, I'd have a tough time with my dog. So yeah, that is very cool, and I do appreciate that, Ellen. And then also I have here I thought it was a, well, yes, it's a letter at first. I just took a glance at it because I really wanted to wait and save it for the video. This comes from Corin, and Corin is a viewer of my channel. He watches this channel on a regular basis. He comments on a regular basis. I think he's been on live streams as well, all of that. So we'll take a look at his letter here that he sent. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read it here. It says, "Dear FM, thank you so much for your awesome vids and always looking out for the community. I know you get that a lot, but I sincerely mean it. It has been a while since I've given you any artwork, so I thought Christmas would be perfect. I didn't know anything Christmassy that you liked while creating this. However, I did know that you are a fan of Batman, Joker, and Red Hood. This picture is a homage to the movie Under the Red Hood, so basically this is my version of a Christmas card. Enjoy, sincerely, Corin Baker." And yeah, Under the Red Hood is probably my favorite animated movie of all time, although I gotta say, I don't know, Into the Spider-Verse is so good that it's giving that movie a run for his money. But yeah, I really do love Under the Red Hood, and I've mentioned it before a couple times on my channel, and that shows that Corin, you know, really does pay attention. So the artwork here, yeah, I kind of got a glance at this before, and I quickly put it back in the envelope because I really wanted to wait to get a really good look at it. But you see it says Merry Christmas FM at the top, and then yeah, we got Red Hood, Joker, and Batman there. I really like this. Corin, you did a great job with this. I especially love that expression on Joker's face. And that's actually a reference. I just realized now this is a reference to the movie because he has a lighter in his hand. So if you've seen the movie, you get that reference there. But yeah, that is very cool. Thank you so much for this, Corin. I'll probably I might actually like laminate this or something. You know, I'll find some way to make sure this is kept in good condition. And then next here we have, this is a pop. It didn't come along with the letter, but I know who this is from. It's from Juniper040. That's the name that she goes by. She emailed me about a figure that I had mentioned on my channel, and I think I had it at the end of a couple of Funko News videos. This is one that I've been wanting for a while. It's not like a high value item. It's just one of those things that I just never got around to it. And she was nice enough to go ahead and send it my way. So I did open up the box and I saw what it was, and I was like, ah, okay, you know, it's here now, because I didn't recognize Juniper's real name. But yeah, I got the pop out here. It's wrapped up in bubble wrap. You can kind of see it already. And we have here Hot Topic exclusive Poison Ivy. Oh, and she's kind of, I didn't realize that she's kind of out of her spot in the box, but that's okay. I'll just unbox it here in a moment. This is a pretty interesting one because I mean, you look at that logo there, and somebody can help me out with this. I'm not sure if this is meant to represent a specific run of the comics, or I think that is like one of the comic logos, but I don't think I've seen this logo on any other Pop figure. So it seems almost like a sort of one-off type thing. Funko is kind of random when it comes to DC because, you know, with for example, Justice League Unlimited, they gave us Martian Manhunter, and you know, it has the Justice League Unlimited logo on the box, and I was like, oh, are they about to do like a full series? Is he just the first one? But no, he's been the only one with that on the box, that, you know, as far as I know. And then Young Justice, you know, the only Young Justice item that Funko has done thus far is a super cute plush of Kid Flash, and it's like, I don't understand what is going on with Funko and DC. It's very, very random. You know, we'll see if they do some more interesting things with DC in 2019. You know, we'll see how that pans out. But I really do like this version of Poison Ivy just because she looks powerful to me. She really looks more like a supervillain than some of the other figures that you see, and even some of the statues. And I do like the statue that I got recently of Poison Ivy, but I think a lot of times the character is very sexualized and they don't really show her as being a powerful figure. But I think this one, you know, really does represent that. And you know, there are times also where she's almost kind of creepy because she's so like plant-like, you know, especially if you think about her from the Arkham series. And I don't like her pushed to that level. I think with the Arkham series they maybe took it too far. So I think this strikes a nice balance. You know, she has the leaves in her hair and everything there. She's got the, you know, like the vines up here on the side of her face, of course the green eyeshadow. You know, I think it's just enough of, you know, representing the plant life, and she looks powerful, got her fist balled up there. You know, it works for me. So this is one of my favorite you know, Pop designs, at least for the character Poison Ivy. And I really could see myself picking up some more Poison Ivy items, you know, to add to my collection. So again, Juniper, thank you so much for sending this figure to my collection. It feels good to finally have this figure in my collection. I have one last delivery here that actually came from Santa. At least that's what it says on the box with the return address. For the name, it says Santa, and then I think I saw it somewhere else as well. Actually, on the card, that's where it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out the card here, and you see it's a very nice sort of embroidered style card. The Silent Night there, and it has a nativity scene. Okay, that is a very cool looking card. I do like that. And then let's take a look at it on the inside. It says, "Hi Franklin, I've been watching your channel. You help out a lot of people, and you give so much to the community. I'd just like to give you a few things. It's my way for saying thank you for all your hard work and helping out others." And then it's signed by Santa. So yeah, I did take a peek at that earlier. And then over here it says, "P.S. Sorry if you get this late. You know, I'm very busy here. Have a safe and wonderful Christmas." Now, even though the box says Santa and the card says Santa, I got an idea of who this Santa might actually be. You know, so if you're not familiar with this channel, definitely make sure that you check it out down in the description. I will have a link there. Well, like I said, I have a pretty good idea of who this Santa actually is. And I will show you the Pops that he sent here. He sent me 2 Pop figures. They're both in soft protector, so I'm actually going to keep these in box for right now. But we have here, first of all, we have the Target exclusive Black Manta, which I want to say is a gunmetal paint job. I think that's what it is, because the paint job here looks very similar to the Fugitive Predator gunmetal figure, which was a FYE exclusive. And then we have Spider-Ham as well. So what I really like about these Pops, and you see here that Spider-Ham is a Walgreens exclusive. What I like about these is, of course, they represent 2 of the hottest movies out right now, Aquaman and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I have seen both of these in theater, and you know, I was entertained by both of them. I did a mini review on these on my Instagram account. Aquaman, I feel, is very entertaining. It's, you know, it's not as solid plot-wise. I think there are some plot issues to it. Some of the silliness might be a little bit too much for some people, you know, but overall, it's a very entertaining movie. I really like the visuals of it. I like the action sequences too. I mean, even Aquaman's mother is just, she's tough, you know, she really is. So yeah, there's a lot to like about Aquaman. But Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is amazing. It's definitely one of the best movies of the year. I did like Spider-Ham's part in it. He had a small role, of course, and I'm not, you know, picking at his size, you know, but yeah, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is really a must-see. Like, if you can only go see one of these movies, I would say go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and save Aquaman for video. But really, if you can, you know, get out and see both of them. They both are worth it. So again, these are two awesome pops representing two very awesome movies that I was very much entertained by. So Santa, you did an awesome job here. Again, I want to thank everybody that sent something my way for the holidays. I truly do appreciate it. I sent out a lot of things myself. I really tried my best to try to get everything out to people, you know, by the holiday. Even though as adults, I don't think that's like a big deal. I know I have one box that's going overseas that's going to take a while to get to its destination. But, you know, I like giving, you know, I really like to give back to the community as much as I can. You know, I can't give something to everybody, but I try to do what I can. And, you know, it does feel good to give when I'm able to do that. And I definitely appreciate people that showed kindness, you know, sending things my way. But, you know, for everybody that's been supporting the channel, I mean, that definitely means a lot as well. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely make sure that you drop a like on it. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the figures that I got here. Also, if you've seen the movies, let me know what you think about them without spoilers, or, you know, give a spoiler warning, excuse me, if you're going to get into detail about it, because I'm sure there's some people that haven't gotten to the movies yet. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts, what's going on with you. Also, you know, let me know what you got for Christmas. If you got something cool, you know, share that down below as well. I'm definitely interested to know what people got for Christmas, especially if you have somebody like a friend or a family member that knows you're a collector and they got something that really suits your taste, you know, in terms of collecting. Yeah, I want to hear that down below. Definitely share that with me. And again, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Thank you all for checking out the video, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.